Via this course, the course participants' knowledge about A350 aircraft will be reviewed so that they will be able to perform the assigned cabin safety duties on this aircraft. The Cabin Intercommunication Data System, CIDS, is a computer-based system that enables all of the following: the control and monitoring of the cabin systems, an interface between aircraft and cabin systems, communication between all of the following: cabin crew, flight crew, maintenance, passengers. All of the following components are connected to the CIDS: flight attendant panels, FAPs, additional attendant panels, AAPs, cabin handsets, attendant indication panels, AIPs, area call panels, ACPs, passenger service units, PSUs, smoke detectors. In the cabin, the flight attendant panels, FAPs, are the main control panels for the CIDS. They are located at the 1L and 4L attendant station. Functions of FAP keys: EMER, switches on or off the emergency lighting system. PED power, switches on or off the in-seat power supply system, ISPSS. Lights main on off, switches on or off the cabin lighting system, on ground only. Lav main, sets the lavatory lights to full brightness. It is an on or off key that turns the lavatory lights to 100% brightness. Screen 30 seconds lock, sets the touch screen to a sleep mode for 30 seconds for cleaning. Evac CMD, switches on or off the evacuation alert system, or notifies the flight crew that an evacuation is requested. Evac reset, resets the aural and visual indications of the evac in the associated area. Smoke reset, resets the aural indication. The visual indications, ACP and AIP indications. PAX SYS, shuts down the power to the passenger cabin systems, IFE, seats, and optional systems, for example connectivity. Click the icon to watch the movie of FAP description.
Flight Attendant Panel, FAP, enables the crew to program, control and monitor the CIDS and related systems. It also provides access to specific cabin applications. The A350 has 2 FAPs in standard configuration, one aft door, one left entry. One aft door, 2 left entry. The FAP has a touch screen and a sub-panel. The sub-panel enables the control of essential functions and the access to several applications, such as Cabin Intercommunication Data System, CIDS. It is described in the sub-panel module. Press the menu key. The Applications menu page provides access to several standard and/or optional applications, such as manuals, to access preloaded electronic documentation, mail, to send or receive emails, to or from the ground operational department. Please refer to the respective module for further information. Press the CIDS key. The CIDS application controls and monitors the main cabin systems. It is operated using buttons. The color and aspect of a button define its status, as shown here. The left area is dedicated to cabin-wide controls and information. It includes a screen-off button, a caution button, refer to the caution alert module, a subpage selection box, when applicable, and general settings related to the selected page or to an alert. The content area contains controls and indications related to the selected page. Note: a panel information message or caution message can appear in the content area, in case of specific status or failures in the system. A system page can have several subpages. In this example, the temperature areas subpage of the temperature page is displayed. To select another subpage, the crew has to press the down arrow to open the drop-down menu, and select another subpage, heater reset in this example. A content page can have several tabs. In this example, the Overview tab is displayed. Click on the middle tab button to display it. The color of a tab button defines its status, as shown here. The bottom area includes navigation buttons to select a system page, an up arrow button, information, such as date and coordinated universal time. Click on the up arrow button. Pressing the up arrow button displays additional navigation buttons in the menu. This menu closes by selecting a navigation button, or by pressing the down arrow button. Click on the cabin status button. The cabin status page provides a general overview of the main cabin systems. To access a system page, the cabin crew can press on the related aircraft symbol, or the related navigation button. The Screen Off button triggers the screensaver. In addition, the screensaver automatically comes up when no input is made during 10 minutes. The normal display comes again when the screen is touched, or in the case of a smoke alert. As an option, the access to the normal display can be protected by a password. Here are some specific FAP pages. Click on the Seat Set button. The Seat Settings page enables the cabin crew to inhibit the passenger call function and the reading lights for each passenger seat. It can be done by doing a single or a multiple seat selection, or all seats at once. The single selection can be done by pressing the corresponding button, or by typing the seat number using a virtual keyboard. The page also enables the inhibition of the chimes in a zone or room. The level adjustment page provides volume control of the announcements and chimes in different zones, areas, and rooms. This page may be protected by a password. The System Info page provides indications on the status of cabin systems and any related failures. Each system is available via a separate tab. The Music page enables the crew to play pre-recorded music in the cabin and/or the lavatories. To start the broadcast, select the group and press the Music On button.
The touchscreen additional attendant panels, AAPs, enable the cabin crew to control and monitor some of the cabin systems in their associated cabin zone. This is in addition to the FAP. The attendant indication panels, AIPs, are LCD screens that display messages associated with all the following: passenger call, evacuation signaling, smoke detection, passenger address, pre-recorded announcements, interphone, water and waste, ECAS. The area call panels provide a visual indication associated with system information, for example lavatory smoke location, PAX calls, interphone calls. These are main communication functions. The handsets are used for many types of communication. To make a normal call from cockpit to all cabin stations, press the All Push button on the Calls panel in the cockpit. One high-low chime is dispatched through the cabin loudspeakers. Pink light illuminate on all ACPs. To make a normal call from cockpit to a station in the cabin, press the cursor, forward, mid, exit, or F push button on the calls panel in the cockpit. One high-low chime is dispatched through the related cabin loudspeaker. Pink light illuminate on the related ACP. Message call CAPT appears on related AIP. To make an emergency call to cabin by using EMER call on the call panel in the cockpit, press the EMER. To make an emergency call to cabin by using EMER push button on the cockpit handset, push and hold the EMER push button on the cockpit handset. Triple high-low chime sounds at all loudspeakers. Pink light flashes at all ACPs. The emergency call message appears on all AIPs in the cabin. To make a normal call from cabin to cockpit, press the CAPT plus send on the cabin handset. In the cabin, CAPT message is displayed on the AIP of the calling station. To make an prio CAPT call from cabin to cockpit, select the prio, plus CAPT, plus send, or CAPT, plus prio, plus send push button. In the cabin, prio CAPT message is displayed on the calling AIP. Cabin crew should use this function in all security-related cases. To make an emergency call from cabin to cockpit and all stations, push and hold the EMER push button on the cabin handset. In the cockpit, the emergency call light on the calls panel flashes amber. The ATT light on the ASPs flashes amber. A buzzer sounds 3 times. In the cabin, triple high-low chime sounds at all loudspeakers. Pink light flashes at all ACPs. Emergency call message is displayed on the calling AIP. The EMER call has priority over any other function or call. Cabin crew should use this function in all safety-related cases. To make a normal call to cabin crew rest compartment, CCRC, push the rest soft key, plus send push button. In the cabin, rest message is displayed on the calling AIP. To make a normal call from a station to forward stations in the cabin, press the 1, plus send push button. High-low chime is dispatched through the related cabin loudspeaker. Pink light illuminate on the related ACPs. Message call forward appears on related AIPs. To make a normal call from a station to purser, 1 left station, press the 1, plus LH soft key, plus send push button on the cabin handset. 1 high-low chime is dispatched through the purser station loudspeaker. Pink light illuminate on the related ACP. Message call purser appears on related AIP. To make a prio calls in the cabin, press the prio plus purser or conference plus send push button on the cabin handset. Specific chime is dispatched through the related cabin loudspeaker. Pink light illuminate on the related ACPs. Message call prio purser or call prio conference appears on related AIPs. The Airbus A350 has 9 or 10 galleys, depend on the aircraft configuration. This slide shows the galley's location on VNA A350 aircrafts. The electrical panel contains a main power supply, galley power isolator, Circuit breakers, CBs. Control switches of the air chiller units, ACUs. Control switches of work lights. Control switch for the outlet. Control switch for the PED charger. If the water shut-off valve is set to the off position, switch off all electrical galley equipment connected to the water supply. The cabin lighting provides light in. Entry areas include the cabin doors and the cross aisles. Cabin zones consists of a passenger seating area. Rooms, galleys, crew rest areas, bars, etc. The cabin crew can control and monitor the cabin lighting via the following control panels. Flight Attendant Panel, FAP. The cabin crew can access the lights page via the lights page selection button. Additional Attendant Panel, AAP. The cabin crew can control the related cabin zone and one entry. The main function of the emergency lighting is to supply light to the cabin, and mark the exits and escape paths during emergencies. The emergency lighting operates independently from the other light systems. In the case of power loss on the aircraft, there is a minimum of 10 minutes power supply from the emergency power supply units, EPSUs, for the emergency lights. The controls for the emergency light are in the cockpit as well as in the cabin. The cabin crew can turn on the emergency light regardless of the position of the cockpit control. The purpose of the water and waste system is to supply water from the potable water tanks to the galleys, lavatories, and optional humidifiers. The water and waste page on the FAP enables the cabin crew to monitor and control the water and waste system. The cabin crew can use the water and waste page of the FAP to pre-select the required quantity of potable water for the next flight prior to ground servicing. The auto flush function flushes the toilets and optional galley waste disposal units. Selecting the auto flush button on the water and waste page of the FAP initiates the procedure on ground. When pressed, the auto flush button comes on green and a message window displays auto flush active. Caution: after the aircraft has landed at an airport with cold weather conditions, temperatures below freezing point, it is mandatory to start the auto flush function to prevent the pipes from freezing. The smoke detection function is part of the CIDS. The smoke detection function detects smoke via smoke detectors and provides visual and oral alerts via the CIDS indicators if smoke is detected. The smoke detectors are installed in the lavatories, crew rest compartments, and optionally at the IFE control centers. The location of the smoke detectors is indicated on the smoke detection FAP page. A waste bin fire extinguisher is installed on top of the waste bin. If there is a fire in the waste bin, the fire extinguisher operates automatically. When the temperature in the waste bin increases to approximately 77 degrees Celsius, the extinguishing agent flows into the waste bin automatically. The thermostat unit regulates the faucet water temperature by mixing hot and cold water. The thermostat control unit has an on-off switch, a DC indicator, an AC indicator. A clean push button deactivates the water faucet for 60 seconds. A clean indicator comes on if the clean push button is pressed. The water heater heats up water to a specific temperature, 72 degrees Celsius. The water heater has an on-off switch, an AC indicator. To unblock the wash basin drain, pull up the ring located at the top of the drain valve. Lavatory flush push button. Steady blue light, the flush cycle is in progress. Steady amber light, the toilet or the urinal system is off. Flashing blue light, the automatic flush cycle after bowl full condition is in progress. Flashing amber light, the maintenance disinfection mode is in progress. The water shut-off valve is located underneath the wash basin behind an access door. It is used to shut off the water supply in the related lavatory. Smoke alerts when smoke is detected in the lavatory. Audible warning, a triple low chimes is broadcasted every 30 seconds. Visual warnings. FAP, the smoke detect page appears automatically. FAP sub-panel, smoke reset push button comes on red. Related ACP, amber light comes on flashing. The outside lavatory door, the amber light comes on flashing. All AIP, the red light flashes and the affected lavatory is indicated in clear wording. Smoke alerts when smoke is detected in a crew rest compartment. Audible warnings. A wake-up chime, 4 low chimes, in the respective CRC, duration, 30 seconds. Triple chime every 30 seconds. Visual warnings. The smoke indicator, call light, at the respective CRC, shows the location of the smoke. The illumination of the respective CRC is switched to a predefined brightness. To reset smoke, push the smoke reset on the FAP, the oral warning in the whole cabin resets. Pushes the smoke reset on the AAP, the local oral warning resets. The visual warnings, ACP and AIP indications, only reset when the cabin crew pushes the smoke reset button at the respective location. All other warnings persist. The purser requests for evacuation, press the evac CMD push button on the FAP. In the cockpit, evac horn sound in 10 seconds, evac indication flash red. The captain activates the evacuation alert system. Cabin loudspeaker, the evac horn in all areas. FAP, the evac reset hard key flash red. All ACPs, indication light flash red. All AIP, evacuation alert text message shown in clear word, red background flash red. AAPs, evac indication flash red. The fixed cockpit system is composed of gaseous oxygen stowed in a high-pressure cylinder located in the avionics bay. The oxygen is distributed through 4 quick donning masks which are located in storage boxes on side of the console. Click the icon to watch the movie of cockpit oxygen system operation.
The mask assembly and the stowage box are installed adjacent to each crew member's seat. The stowage box, which contains the mask, also controls the flow of oxygen when the mask is pulled out of the box. To use the mask, squeeze the red clips, which will inflate the mask harness. Releasing the red clips will stop oxygen flow to the harness and vent the oxygen remaining in the harness to the atmosphere. Oxygen flow is indicated by the blinker showing yellow and an oxy-on flag, which appears on the left door when closed. The mask regulator provides either normal or pure oxygen by means of a normal 100% selector. In the normal position, the user breathes a mixture of cabin air and oxygen. When the selector is in the 100% position, the user will breathe pure oxygen. When the emergency rotation knob is rotated and the normal 100% selector is in the 100% position, the mask regulator supplies pure oxygen at a permanent positive pressure. To take the mask off, the harness has to be inflated. This is done by operating the red clips. Restowing the mask. Proper stowing of the mask is essential for quick and efficient donning of the mask. Open the stowage box flap doors and position the flexible hose correctly. Engage the mask assembly, regulator on top. Close the left flap door carefully while pushing the reset test slider to retract the oxy-on flag. At the end of the restowing operation, do the in-situ testing. In-situ testing. Push the reset test slider. The blinker turns yellow and goes black again, showing that the regulator is leak tight. Press the harness inflation control. The blinker turns yellow and goes black again, showing that the harness is leak tight. The on-demand system is tested by pressing the emergency rotation knob. The microphone is tested by activating the loudspeakers, the interphone, and by pressing the emergency rotation knob. When the previous tests are completed, make sure that the normal 100% selector is locked in the 100% position, and the reset test slider returns to the up position.
The fixed oxygen system of the cabin provides oxygen to passengers and cabin crew members, in the case of a depressurization. Oxygen masks are stowed in oxygen containers. Each container contains 2 to 6 oxygen masks. The containers with more than 2 masks have a plastic foil that retains the additional masks in the container. In the lavatories, as a standard, gaseous cylinders are installed instead of chemical cylinders. Oxygen supply duration, 22 minutes. Click the icon to watch the movie. When the cabin altitude reaches 9,550 feet, the following signals will be seen and heard. All lights, cabin and CRC, comes onto full bright mode automatically, if the lighting systems were in dim or off mode. The fasten seat belt, no smoking, and exit signs are switched on automatically. Lavatory occupied signs come on red. Return to seat sign, return to cabin signs in CRCs remain off. Associated with one low chime throughout the cabin loudspeakers. When the cabin altitude reaches 13,800 feet, the following signals will be seen and heard. The oxygen masks drop down automatically. The pre-recorded announcement broadcasts throughout the cabin loudspeakers and PA system will increase to maximum. The power supply of the IFE system turns off. All lights, cabin and CRC, comes onto full bright mode automatically, if the lighting systems were in dim or off mode. The fasten seat belt, no smoking, and exit signs are switched on automatically. Lavatory occupied signs come on red. Return to seat sign, return to cabin signs in CRCs remain off. Each container can be opened individually with a manual release tool, MRT. Insert the pin end of the MRT into the dedicated opening of the door, and push. The container door opens. Each container has a test mode. When a container is in test mode, the container door and the masks are retained in case of system activation. This slide shows the cabin oxygen masks distribution diagram of the specific A350 aircraft. This slide shows the cabin oxygen masks distribution diagram of the specific A350 aircraft. The aircraft has 8 cabin doors, exits. Type C doors are equipped with a single-lane slide rack fitted with an inflatable free-aisle restrictor, IF, slide arm indicator, comes on white with buzzer sounds when the door is armed and the control handle moved up. Note: slide arm indicator does not show warning when capped. Activate the evacuation system. The cabin pressure warning light flashes when the aircraft is on ground. Aircraft on ground condition. Both door mechanical flags show the information locked. When the door control handle is fully down, door is closed, locked, and latched. Both door mechanical flags show the unlocked as soon as the door control handle is lifted. Door is unlocked. To arm slide, the assigned cabin crew member shall arm the door responsible and then cross-check the opposite door. To disarm slide, the assigned cross-check cabin crew shall read the checklist and the door responsible cabin crew shall carry out disarming it. Open the main door from outside. Close main door from outside. Click the icon to watch the movie of closing the main door from inside.
We will now look at the details. Before closing the door, hold the frame assist handle and check that the door area is clear from obstruction. Press the gust lock on the door assist handle, located on the hinged arm, to release the door from the fully open position, and pull the door aft and into the door frame. Lower the door control handle. Check that the 2 door locking indicators turn.
To open the main door in emergency case, grasp and hold one of the frame assist handle. Ensure that the slide arming lever is in the armed position. Check through the observation window that the outside condition safe. If the outside condition safe, rapidly lift the door control handle fully up. Pull the manual inflation handle on the right of the gird extension. Click the icon to watch the movie.
We will now look at the details. In the case of an emergency door opening, hold the frame assist handle, check that the slide is armed, check that the outside conditions, through the observation window, are safe. Fully lift the control handle and release it. The door opens automatically and engages in the gust lock. Protect the exit until the slide is safe for evacuation. In the case of power assist failure, push the door manually until it engages in the gust lock.
The inflatable free aisle restrictor, IFAR, is a part of the head end of the inflatable structure of the single-lane slide rafts at doors 1 left and right. The IFAR reduces the width of each doorway, to ensure that only one person can access the slide raft at a time. When the slide arm lever is set to the armed position, the gird bar is connected to the aircraft door sill via floor fittings. If the slide raft does not inflate automatically, the cabin crew must pull the manual inflation handle located on the right side of the gird extension. Crew member has to check visually that the slide raft is deployed correctly before evacuation starts. To disconnect the slide raft from the aircraft, the cabin crew must lift the gird flap, pull the gird release handle to separate the slide raft from the aircraft. Note, the slide raft is still attached to the aircraft via the mooring line. Pull the mooring line release handle. If the release handle fails, a knife can be used to cut the mooring line to fully disconnect the slide raft from the aircraft. Click the icon to watch the movie. To install the canopy, place the center masts along the center tube of the raft. Install the side support rods to their designated positions along the upper side tubes of the raft. Install the canopy over the masts, rods, and raft tubes as shown on the illustrations. The following table indicates the capacity of each slide raft.